Hello everyone, how are you? Today's breaking news. A legal brief obtained by the WAFBI team shows the Office of Special Counsel, OSC, has recommended removing 19th Judicial District Judge Tiffany Foxworth-Roberts from the bench. The OSC recommends the Commission recommend to the Louisiana Supreme Court that respondent, Judge Tiffany Foxworth-Roberts, be removed from judicial office, the OSC wrote in a brief submitted to the Judiciary Commission of Louisiana. If the Judiciary Commission ultimately recommends the judge's removal, the final decision would be made by the Louisiana State Supreme Court. Foxworth-Roberts is accused of being dishonest about her prior military service in advertisements that aired during her political campaign, in addition to being untruthful about an insurance claim for a diamond ring. She was elected to the bench in August of 2020. In the brief filed with the Judiciary Commission on March 31, 2025, the OSC said it agrees with the findings of a hearing officer in the case and recommends the judge's removal. The evidence was overwhelming that Judge Foxworth-Roberts' conduct constituted egregious, unethical conduct, necessitating a severe penalty, wrote Michael Boers, Assistant Special Counsel to the Judicial Commission of Louisiana. Judge Foxworth-Roberts' egregious misconduct, including a severe lack of cooperation, were calculated, deliberate, and in bad faith to further her own self-interests and avoid detecting. Her persistent and public conduct prejudicial to the administration of justice that brings the judicial office into disrepute more than justify a recommendation of removal from office. The recommendation from the Office of Special Counsel was submitted to members of the Judiciary Commission, who will now consider whether to pass it along to the state Supreme Court. Foxworth-Roberts is set to appear before the Commission for a hearing on Friday, May 23. Boers wrote that Foxworth-Roberts made false and misleading statements as investigators questioned her about a burglary during her 2020 campaign. An anonymous complainant told the Commission that Foxworth-Roberts allegedly filed a false police report and insurance claim related to that incident. The brief specifically alleges the judge was dishonest and not forthcoming about an insurance claim she made, claiming a $19,000 diamond ring had been stolen from her vehicle. The OSC says the judge tried to hide the fact she made a claim and attempted to mislead the OSC regarding what losses she actually claimed. Complaints were also made that the judge allegedly lied about her military rank in newspaper advertisements that described her as a former captain in the U.S. Army. Foxworth-Roberts left the U.S. Army Reserves at the lower rank of first lieutenant, according to the document. As part of its investigation, the OSC obtained copies of the judge's military records directly from the Army, without her cooperation, the brief said. These records showed that not only was respondent Foxworth-Roberts never a captain in the Army, but she failed to achieve the rank of captain twice, requiring her separation from the U.S. Army Reserves at the rank of first lieutenant, the document says. Boers wrote that the judge's rank of captain was a central theme of her campaign for a judgeship. Judge Foxworth-Roberts' egregious misconduct in this matter was anything but an isolated event. Rather, it was rampant and constituted a pattern of misconduct, wrote Boers. Boers noted that the alleged false and misleading campaign ads, signs, and speeches about the judge's military records were particularly embarrassing to the judiciary. There is a fundamental dishonesty which permeates Judge Foxworth-Roberts' words and actions throughout every aspect of this case. Such dishonesty simply cannot be allowed to remain a part of Louisiana's honorable judiciary, wrote Boers. Given the magnitude of the misconduct, and given Judge Foxworth-Roberts' demonstrated indifference, lack of personal responsibility, and lack of appreciation for the consequences of her actions, the Commission should ultimately conclude that there is no middle ground for redressing Judge Foxworth-Roberts' serious and persistent misconduct. Foxworth-Roberts is unable to respond to the allegations included in the leaked document because of rules preventing members of judiciary from making comments to the media.